Ooh, gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug.
Okay, let's do mum.
Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum.
One volume, don't get louder on the top.
Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. 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 Mum, mum. I'm warming up my voice. This is fun. No, 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 no. It's good. No, 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 no. Now that I'm singing, it's better. And you guys could sing along. I'm going to show you what I'm singing with. Or you could skip over to there another time.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no. Roger Love wrote this book on singing. Talks all about the vowel sounds, the different parts of your face that resonate. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Should be middle on the top.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You have to concentrate on the air. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Great. Let's do nay. N-A-Y.
Nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Singing is a These are all called combination of vowel and consonants imaginable. This is by Roger Love. Na, 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 na. This one's really nasal. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Your voice is the one instrument you get to use every day. Na 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 na.
Should be a fiddle on the top by now.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I can feel this building my endurance. Na 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 na. Who are my singers out there? Is anybody listening that's also a singer?
Something like this, but this is what they really look like.
Hi, my name is Dr. Dan, and today I'm going...
Oh, okay. So I have this playing list on my channel, this YouTube playlist, all about singing. And anyone who's on here, if you've played an instrument or if you've sung, you realize it takes a little bit of endurance. It's almost like swimming. Like you get in, you can swim a little bit, you can float, you swim some more and swim some more. The more you swim, then you can do amazing, impossible things, like swim across the Atlantic Ocean or something. But you've got to build it up slowly. And I knew I would get to be in a better mood if I simply warmed up my voice. So now I'm going to move into practicing something else in my multi-instrumentalist practice routine. But I thought since singing is so God-given and fundamental, I was going to start with that and get a glass of water, which I spilled in my kitchen. I thought, I'm going to have a nice glass of water with lemon, even though I didn't actually buy lemon at the grocery store. And then I sat the refreshing, yes, get about that practice, beautiful. Grace Duran is actually going to help me with the recording very, very soon. And violin is her main instrument, but she can sing great too. So I thought I'm going to have lemon water for the refreshment of Thursday, and I put the glass down on the counter, and strangely it just fell right off the counter and cracked. But I'm not swayed away from the idea that I'm going to have a refreshing practice time. So let's look at the list. Bye, Gracie. I wish we could go live together, Gracie. You need to get some subscribers. Subscribe to me if you're listening, and subscribe to Gracie. Or Grace. She's not Grace E anymore. All right, this water is being safely set down. I'm feeling it sit. And we're looking for the practice notebook I've been able to do some music today, but not as much as I want to do. All right, can get some pretty flowers to look at. Okay, Thursday's challenge, if anybody's listening who's about to go practice themselves, Thursday's challenge is to work on a little bit of memory work. So I'm learning an entirely new, no, I'm just gonna go back to my old familiar one and see. I mean, it's you can memorize things really quickly, but sometimes it's easier if you go back to an old familiar piece to review your memory. All right, let's see how much I can get from memory on this one. All right, blue is new in this little tab. Red is more familiar. Okay. That's me reading it. I've read through this several times. I'm going to see if I can remember basically that harmony and melody. When morning gets the skies, my heart awakening cries me, Jesus Christ be praised. Good, then I'll keep going on. No, it starts like this. And then I won't look at it. And then I'll look at the next session. Okay, that's a little review. Like, I was kind of looking back and forth on all the phrases. I wonder if I can get all the way through it totally from memory. So somebody would say, hey, play that song, and I would be able to get the melody and some fragment of the harmony, probably the tonic and the dominant, maybe the subdominant. It starts on the third.
myself. Okay, I could say at a relatively steady pace, I've got most of that melody memorized. It was a simple one and a pretty one. I thought it would help with the waking up in the morning. All right, memorizing. I'm a composer, and it's a bit embarrassing to admit. I can hear my own pieces in my head pretty much, but it's hard to memorize every detail of even my own new pieces and all the pieces I have. So it's very nice to have the tool of writing music down. Can I get through one of my songs? I'm going to play the whole song, and then I'm going to shut the music and see if I can get through this one. I'll let you see it. It's not published yet. Voila. It is a brand new piece of music that I'm going to self-publish. Okay, that came out pretty well, and it's really fun the way I'm going to record this with my daughter's playing string instruments on this. I don't feel like going through it again from memory just because I have a happy feeling at the end of playing this one. And anyone who's on this live, definitely subscribe. You 4 people are among the few people on the planet Earth that have heard this song. But the poetry of it has been around a long, long time. It's a psalm, and it's Psalm 61. So the first book section of the Psalms is done, and then this is getting into the second book section of the Psalms. Hey, thank you, LVD. All right. All right, challenge myself. It's like stick to it. Okay, could I even, maybe I could just, I won't go through the whole thing from memory, but I could do the introduction. That'd be helpful, right? Let's see if I can do the introduction from memory. My own piece from memory. You'd think it would not be hard. It is too hard. All right, I'm going to play it once, and then I'm going to do it from memory. It's that, like, kind of funny part. All right, now I'm not looking. Wasn't too bad. You realize when you do music, like I teach music, I'm teaching music appreciation, I teach music lessons, I teach some music lessons online, but it's a lot of it is about training your senses, your sense of touch and your ears and your eyes. But some people play music and they don't even have to open their eyes. So that is amazing. It's amazing what people overcome to be able to express themselves musically. Psalm 1 and Psalm 2. All right, Psalm 2 I definitely need to do. This is my version of Psalm 2. One has a totally different sound. It sounds a little angry. Let's see if I can lower this down so that you can see the keyboard. So that one is based on Psalm 1, which is so beautiful. And I wrote it in 2017, and the world was so different in 2017 because nobody knew a pandemic was going to happen, and nobody knew that AI was coming. And one of my students was born, and she's going to premiere this really simple, sweet piece. And I had tried to put up a request for public funding from one of the arts foundations here in Chattanooga, and they didn't have enough because so many artists are struggling. But I'd wanted to get out word about this concert, and they were going to provide some funds for me to do publicity. So I just have a buy me a coffee thing now. I can use that to like print up some nice color posters and postcards for her to send to her friends. But it's not going to be as big a concert. But who knows? I could get some things on Buy Me a Coffee. I don't yet have the number of subscribers where I could get donations on YouTube. So I'm hoping for that. But it's still a beautiful piece. I enjoy it. Okay, done Psalm 1, Psalm 2. Now, we're going to go to something totally different, which is Bach, Mozart, Accolade, and Dernier. And perhaps a little violinist will join us today, but even if not, we're going to at least have one of the most unusual low woodwind instruments featured for a while on this live. At first I have to put it together. It is lying quietly in its crib, and we are going to get it out. That's a little bit better lighting. I had the oddest situation this morning where I was teaching and I could not get the lights in the classroom to really fully brighten up. And I realized I felt kind of unwelcome in that classroom because there was so much darkness. So we get to compare these two reeds. little bit to help them respond quicker, so I'm going to do that. And then they come in this nice case, and so I'm going to even put another one in the water. This reed is at a kind of a long life, and it still doesn't sound exactly like I want it to. This one just got opened this week, so I think I'm going to work a little more on this one. And my teacher always told me to work at the tip first, so we're going to do that. This is a measuring device. Too thick, too thick. Too thick. Well, I'm happy to have you guys here to share the little artistic moments as I get the sound ready, because that's why musicians spend a lot of time not in the public eye getting things ready, so that it really does sound good and produce recordings and concerts that are so memorable. But for me, I feel like getting more people involved with music and welcoming them into music and knowing about music is just healthier for the culture. And it gives people more sense of who they are as human beings. So I'd love to just grow this channel and be able to share a little bit of what I do, and just enlarge my world by hearing about what you guys do. If you want to chat in what your relation to music is right now, I'm very curious. My students are going to do an essay called their musical biography. Which I think is a great assignment. Because often you say, oh, I don't know much about music, but it's been around you your entire life. Not like this reed, which will be here for 3 weeks. No, they last longer than that. I can get a good reed last for 6 weeks. I have a friend who makes violins, and I did a video of his violin making shop. He's finishing another violin, and he calls his dog like the studio manager. And but I don't think I mean, I guess the violin has to get to a very advanced stage before you can even get any sense of how it actually sounds, but they're following a certain recipe. And I guess as long as nothing goes terribly wrong, the violin will make some music. I should ask him how many violins he's had to scrap. Thank you, Great Wolf. So sometimes, even though many of us are really talented, you feel like, am I accomplishing nothing today? Because the progress is so incremental. But over time, you use your talent, you invest it in good things, and good things happen. To be so patient. I'm very thankful for these opportunities, tools, teachers who enlarged my world. This is actually, we're going in a good direction here. This is awesome. I want you all to be pleased. Here is this new reed. Would anybody like to give him a name? He is right now a nameless reed. I think the reeds last longer if I give them a name. Okay, and since I feel like I made this reed now, I think it is 15 or 20% better than it was when I first started playing on it. And I'm gonna go the whole way and adjust it until it's kind of flat sounding. And then I'll give it another day and it will change again. And over a period of about 3 days, it'll actually become a good reed, I hope. This may be the one that I play on Tuesday for my class. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. All right, back to the measurement. So at first it was like 40. Now I see where the problem is. All right, this tip has to be very, very thin to be considered a good reed. Does anyone want to name this little reed? There, you can get a closer look at him. I could just name it according to his color. But he's actually, I know he's multicolored. The thread was multicolored. And then I painted this part with nail polish and it looks kind of maroon, but it's odd because there's stripes underneath it. You can see a little bit of that. That doesn't. We'll work on the aesthetics of this reed. Get the extra nail polish off. Okay, so at this point I'm going to work right there and right there, and then I'm going to use sandpaper, which is something every craft person does. Sometimes I wonder how rare this instrument is. Has anyone on here seen this before? Seen a bassoon before? I know I hadn't seen one when my band director thought, oh, you should try to play this. And I was scared of the thing. I played saxophone, and that was good enough for me. I was going to play in a jazz or a rock band. But of course, my fellow 9th grade middle schoolers could read music, and they were playing music by Beethoven. And there's just something about the name Beethoven. It's just like, I want to be in the advanced grade. But there was too many saxophones there. They didn't need another saxophone. So my band director, Bill Bennett, said, why don't you try this one? And I put it somewhere in my house. And then I got the measles, and then I put it together. And I thought, what is this thing? But I guess I made a somewhat pleasing sound because I kept at it for a while. I had a brief period where I played the harmonica. I don't think harmonica players have to remake their instrument like every month. I think they just buy the harmonica and it plays. In fact, I don't think they even repair them. They probably get lost though because they're so small. This is definitely this is a pleasing sound to me. One of my daughters liked ASMR videos. I don't generally like white noise, but I like certain sounds. I don't like the sound of traffic. I don't like the sound of fans. But I like sounds that I perceive to be somewhat natural, like wind, rain, ocean waves, thunder. I guess people who are musically inclined like the sound to change every once in a while. And they're pretty patient about getting to the sounds they want. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing this. Okay, this is literally all I can do today. I could check the wires to see if they're loose. They are a little loose. And tighten the wires. Oh, what is this? Should I call this reed scarlet or maroon? I think I'm going to call it scarlet. Okay, Scarlett. You're a wonderful read so far. Do you guys approve, Scarlett? Definitely subscribe if you want to see Scarlett going through the process of being acclimated to all her friends in the musical world out there. Bassoon cannot go any lower than that. Okay, that is not going to be up there in the conversation. I don't know, that is probably a music joke. Does that remind you guys of anything? I'm gonna work, now that I've found a suitable reed to at least play in. Have you guys having a look at that glaring light? I am quite sorry. Thanks for sticking with me. We're gonna play every scale and arpeggio. No, not every scale, just the arpeggios. And I can give you a small dose of encouragement because I know how easily I get discouraged. And I wrote encouraging verses right here in my practice thing I do every day. Okay, so 1 Thessalonians 5, 16 through 18 is rejoice always, pray without ceasing, and in everything give thanks. That's God's will for you in Christ Jesus. So if you're in Christ, I know God's will for you, and you know it for me. I got that far. Does anyone have anything they're thankful for that they would like to share while I'm on the theme of thankfulness? And our next selection is going to be by Mozart. This is a piece that I've arranged for bassoon and violin, taking it away from the endless violin and piano repertoire. I've co-opted it for the bassoonist purposes. It's so pretty.
strings to the double stop. Or I mean to the piece.
Oh, okay. I've got a collaborator who's
practiced,
intruded on my session here.
Intruder. I practiced the piece.
Which one?
Your piece, the Psalm 61. I practiced
Okay.
it in the violin yesterday or today.
You want me to play the chords with you?
No, I was gonna help you with some notes.
Oh, well, get your violin out then.
Okay, here's the thing though. I'm just trying to take a little break because then I can go back to editing my English.
Oh.
I think that's some eggs.
Music is a great homework break. Wait, you're gonna play your part on the. Okay, she could do that. Okay, do you know where we are? We're before A.
Do you have my music?
I don't have your music. You were supposed to organize this.
Did you find Danielle?
No, I still don't. I haven't found that.
You
We're
should
supposed-
find Danielle. And you just
Okay.
Okay,
All right, she is gonna get
We're
back to
switching
work. She
sides.
helps me. We don't make a ton of profit in this studio, but we are growing.
But we're trying to track the profit.
We at least are trying to track our profit with dollar signs as of yesterday.
And not breaking glass.
I'm gonna go back to my music until she's actually ready to play with me. I think I could do more with that. A little better. Welcome to this live, everybody. Definitely subscribe. We have many musical treats in store for you.
Oh, we received a music book. It's not in here.
That has become the Sounds of Music book. Like Music for Mom.
Music and sound of music. Okay, let me look in here. I know
The other-
it had a laminated cover, so it wouldn't get rained on your bus. So it's not hard to like make sure.
We do have a bound copy of the Piazzolla still.
I could just recopy that. 'Cause I looked in here. Looked in
Well,
there.
we don't have a photocopier anymore, so just get the whole book out. Just get the book out. Do you know where it is? It's probably
no,
by
I
the
know what
piano
it is.
music. Okay.
I'm just hoping that I find it.
Oh, you guys are gonna love this. It is not in there. Let us go back a little bit. I would like to hear this version of Psalm 62 on the bassoon, which is Mon un en Dieu tant seulement. If anybody speaks French, you could translate that for me. But I know it's Psalm 62. page of this. I feel like a metronome would help with this one, because I want a steady beat backing me up. I'm reading some odd rhythms. Wow. So this is back from the time when music was really, really a lot more singing than instruments. This piece is from 1514, so it's like right before the Reformation. It's pretty. And this is a favorite one. This is from very modern times, like 1958. Sorry, that was, the violin is supposed to play that. Let's just put it out of the book. Okay, I think that I have to kind of explain this to my class, like where the music changes, I'm gonna say that it changes, and perhaps I'll go back to this live to review, like what am I gonna tell them?